Angie Brooksby-Arcangioli in my studio in Paris, France, in the Latin Quarter. And this is my assistant Chicken. I have another one who flies around, she's kind of shy. My painting studio is just one room in an apartment. It's real small. You can see down there actually through the living room into the where the mannequin is. I want to present to you this painting. This is an oil painting on canvas. It's called Red-Faced Waiter because of this guy right here. I'll show you the details in a minute. It's 150 by 150 centimeters. And it's a really light, fine quality canvas made in Italy. See, I can lift it with one hand. I'll show you the back of it. It's very, very nice quality. Here we go. Let's put it back up. This was one of the first big paintings I did at Paris. It's on Rue de Rennes, which is in the 6th arrondissement where all of the famous people live. All of the Serge Gainsbourg had a house there. Lots of VIP, very chic area, very chic area. And this brasserie was called the Horizon. It's still there, but you don't see that stuff right now in Paris. What really inspired me about this painting was the sharp contrast, the black and the white of the waiters, the Parisian waiters, their uniform, this black and white. And if you know Macchiaioli painting, which was in Tuscany, the period between the 1890s and the 1930s in Tuscany, they had the Macchiaioli, the post-Macchiaioli, and the Tuscan colorists. And the Macchiaioli were particularly interested in the stark contrast of the black and white. Giovanni Fattori, Telemaco Signorini. Telemaco Signorini was an artist who also painted in France. Anyway, so the signage, it's the new and the old. This is contemporary realism. There's a lot of palette knife technique, especially on this part, which there was construction going on the metro. Right around the corner of this is Rue Saint-Placide that will take you to the Bon Marché. And when I look at this painting, there's a lot of really fine detail in here. When I look at this painting, to me, every single person has a story. There's so much to say. There's so much conversation to be made from this painting. Okay, now I'm going to give you a video tour of the painting with Chicken. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to zoom in. So here is the waiter. My birds are really loud today. His name is, this is Red-Faced Waiter. If you look at it, his face is actually kind of an orangey red, and there's little green, these brush strokes that make up the shadow. Then I really like this guy right here, whose chin, on purpose I left it that it was on the same line as his shirt. See, there's also the gradation done when it's called Chromatic Contrasts. This was a technique that the Macchiaioli did, and also the Impressionists, Georges Seurat, used this kind of color contrast brushstrokes. You see this guy here, it's a little more classic. So we have a mix of classic layering with palette knife and thick brushstrokes. And I like to represent all the nationalities in my paintings. This is really typical of modern day cities. The food on the table, when the sunlight hits the cafe tables, it's really just a bunch of lights and darks, and it's the contrast. I like to paint this. You can see my paintings, as you come in close, they decompose, they become sort of abstract. There's this guy who's looking straight at you. That's a store. If you know French stores, you can recognize it. Background of the house is it's just a suggestion. And the reason why it's just suggested is so that it doesn't take away from the focal point. The focal point of the painting is actually right here. This is the focal point. See, we've got this red that brings you right in. It really concentrates your eye between the stark contrast and the red bring you in as the focal point. This painting is really amazing because it opens up the space in the house. It opens up the space in the wall. I'm going to take it away and you'll see what it looks like without the painting. So you can see. So I take the painting away. You can see how flat this wall looks.